Mom shares colorful travel hack to keep toddlers quiet on flights, letting them destroy the aircraft. Okay, not destroy. You know what I mean. You know exactly what I'm saying, so, I mean, I don't know. The ink from the markers could seep in and absolutely destroy the entire plane. You never know. Plus, think about the resale value. Apple wants to own the rights to images of real apples around the world. Because of course they do. Apple's taking on apples in a truly weird trademark battle. Apple, the company, wants the rights of the image of apples, the fruit, in Switzerland, one of dozens of countries where it's flexing its legal muscles. I've got a sneaky suspicion that it's not gonna stick, but sure, go ahead and try, Apple. See how that's gonna work out for you. Yeah, it got pretty cold. Had to pull out the windshield scraper this morning. I could have helped you. I appreciate it, but I'm so far away. And it'd be quicker to just do it myself, plus you save some gas money. Okay. I was just trying to be nice. Well, yes, and I appreciate it, thank you. I feel like you don't mean that. You never give me a chance at anything, whether it's scraping the ice off of your vehicle or taking you to dinner. I'm glad your fiancé died. That escalated artificially fast. What in the world is your problem? She really expected him to pay for her entire family? Woman stuck with $3,100 dinner bill after her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members she brought along. There's no way a normal person would bring 23 family members to a blind date and then expect that person to foot the whole bill. Not gonna happen. You know what? Every single person there pays for their own bill, provided no kids came along, which I imagine they didn't. Reasonableness. Marty ate 4/6 of his pizza, and Luis ate 5/6 of his pizza. Marty ate more pizza than Lewis, who cares? How is that possible? Marty's pizza is bigger than Lewis's pizza. That is not possible, because 5/6 is greater than 4/6, so Lewis ate more. Okay, I'm so glad I don't do school anymore. What are Florida ounces? I don't think much of this when I lived in Florida, or didn't rather. Many products were labeled in Florida ounces. But now that I live in another state, I'm surprised to see products still labeled with Florida ounces. I looked up Florida ounces but couldn't find much information about them. Google doesn't know how to convert them to regular ounces. FLOZ. That stands for fluid ounces, not Florida. Oh, oh, that's awesome. I love that realization. Oh, okay. Yep, don't worry. This is going to be a defining moment for you as a human being. After my mom died, I found hundreds of receipts from the money she sent Pat Robertson and Creflo Dollar with prayers for me to have a better life. A single mom working nights, tricked to give from the little she had for small glimmers of hope. I won't mourn Pat Robertson. Yeah, I don't know many people that did, or are, or were planning to. Evil is evil. That's all there is to it in this particular case. Guess what? No one is going to change the climate. It's frickin' nature. Get over it. Ever get really sick? Don't go to the doctor. Just die. It's the freaking nature. Get over it. Oh, I hate people. Crying at your wedding is gay now, fellas. There's a trend, and I think I've only seen it in the last 5 to 6 years, of grown men crying when they see their bride walk down the aisle. I have to say it's extremely gay. Men shouldn't cry at such things. It should be reserved for more extreme moments. You know, like pain or death. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you. Shut the hell up. That's my honesty. Just shut up. You know, I hope that your husband does not cry at the sight of you walking down the aisle one day, because that would mean he's gay. Now, I hope that they don't show you that intense love, because it seems like you kinda don't deserve it right now. For 4 years, I've received insane notes and threats from Trumpers who believe I work for the New York Times. I don't. I never have. But in various bios, it says New York Times bestselling author, and they cannot tell the difference. How pathetic is that? Wait. They see that you're a New York Times bestselling author, and they think that you work for the New York Times? Wow, there really is no helping some of these people. Realizing that my landlord is living my paycheck to my paycheck. It's insane. One time I sent rent later in the evening on the 1st, and he complained because the bank overdrafted him on his mortgage payment. The hell? I'm the main breadwinner in my landlord's family. Yeah, That doesn't seem... Dude, at that point... There's nothing I can really say. I don't know. That is incredibly awful that we're now just... We're here. This is where we've arrived. I'm confused how he's homeless but has a working cell phone. You're confused how a home costs more than a phone? Is this your first day on Earth? Dude, I love it when people create goalposts, so to speak, or requirements, or move the bar around for what constitutes what being homeless is. When being homeless means you don't have a home, right? But you have to meet all these other standards. You're not supposed to have a cell phone. Why do you not stink? You look a little clean. Were you able to shower? You don't seem homeless to me. You know what? It's just gross. Quit continuing to dehumanize homeless people more and more. It's getting weird that it's becoming more and more normalized, especially with Gen X. I don't know what it is about you Gen Xers, but you're violently disgusting towards homeless people, and it's really unique to you guys. I divorced my dying husband. He wallowed in self-pity and killed my vibe. Till near death do us part. A woman has opened up about why she divorced her dying husband, saying his 5-year cancer battle took a toll on their marriage as he wallowed in self-pity. Wow. 5 years. 5 years. You're... whatever. Nope. I can't go on a rant about this one because I will actually just ruin my own day. I've confirmed that Mark Zuckerberg is serious about fighting Elon Musk and is now waiting on the details, if Musk decides to follow through. The story speaks for itself, a Meta spokesperson says. Zuck's Instagram post saying, "Send me location. Vegas Octagon." Oh yeah, and didn't Elon actually back out like 2 days later saying his mommy didn't want him to do it? Elon's mommy had to step in and tell him not to fight, because to be fair, while I don't like billionaires, and I certainly don't like Mark Zuckerberg, the dude does train. The dude has won tournaments, hasn't he? That dude would absolutely brick Elon Musk in 5 seconds. One who works out and keeps himself in good shape, the other does that to a significantly lesser degree. Yeah, really funny, bro. The man who threw the phone at Bebe, at Bebe? Bebe? I don't know. Admits he was purposefully trying to hit her because he thought it would be funny. He's since been charged with 2 counts of assault and 1 count of harassment. Oh, and 1 count of aggravated harassment. Oh, and 1 count of attempted assault, according to Rolling Stone. Haha, so funny, bro. Let me give somebody a black eye. And yeah, that's a hell of a black eye. You're a fucking loser. A complete loser. Protect your bloodline. Posting straight up racism on the timeline. Woohoo! Yep, cool. Isn't that neat? This is wild, or a wild labor violation case. Anyway, a California restaurant had someone impersonate a priest and hear workers' confessions. Then the restaurant used that information to retaliate against workers. I hope that restaurant got immediately shut down. But if this is in the United States... Oh, California! That's technically in the United States, right? Well, you know, here, no one really gets punished when they absolutely need to be punished, and I mean properly. This sounds more like an inspirational quote to me. Satan doesn't whisper, "Believe in me." He whispers, "Believe in yourself." This is supposed to be an ad for Jesus, but it makes Satan seem frickin' rad as hell. Yeah, I don't see what the thought process was here, because that does put Satan in a much nicer light than he normally is, I mean. Of course, Satan's the bad guy. My family member is adamant this is real. Okay. More Trump heroism that's being willfully ignored by the mainstream media. Wow, it's so funny how not Trump's body that is. It's insane. That is not even close to his body. No, I'm sorry. If you fall for this, yikes. So I was coaching a basketball camp this week, and I asked a kid what his name was, and he goes, "Weed." And I was like, okay, I guess. We're in Austin, so not shocking. Anyway, I called this child Reed for 3 days. Turns out he had a speech impediment, and his name is Reed. Yes. Something that you could have clarified immediately. Like, I'm sorry, if someone tells me their name is Reed, I'm going to repeat it back and go, did you say weed? And then they'll maybe have room to explain, you know? So that one is completely on you. Millennials are causing a baby bust. They aren't having enough kids to keep the US population at the replacement level. That's because rent is $1,500 and jobs are paying $12 an hour. And in a lot of places, even lower. I have no basis for this other than an image I saw online somewhere, but I'm pretty sure there's only 3 or 4 states where a regular minimum wage job full-time can get you a 2-bedroom apartment. And I don't want to hear anybody saying, 2-bedroom? Wow, someone's needing a lot more than they actually do need. Yeah, get the out of here with that. The rich versus the poor. I have not looked into this probably as much as I should, and I'll be honest, if what is happening on the right is what I'm assuming is happening, then that's just going to ruin my goddamn week, month, year even. OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush email exchange with submersible operations expert Rob McCallum. All right, well, let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. You're wanting to use a prototype unclassed technology in a very hostile place. As much as I appreciate entrepreneurship and innovation, you're potentially putting an entire industry at risk. I know that our engineering-focused, innovative approach, as opposed to an existing standards compliance-focused design process, flies in the face of the submersible orthodoxy. But that is the nature of innovation. I've grown tired of industry players who try to use a safety argument to stop innovation and new entrants from entering their small existing market. Since Guillermo and I started OceanGate, we've heard the baseless cries of "you're going to kill someone" way too often. I take this as a serious personal insult. What? I think you're potentially placing yourself and your clients in a dangerous dynamic. Ironically, in your race to Titanic, you're mirroring the famous catch cry, "she is unsinkable." Having dived to the Titanic and having stood in a coroner's court as a technical expert, it would be remiss of me not to bring this to your attention. The dude definitely understood. He knew. He absolutely knew that he was sort of mirroring a certain captain of a certain ship that he was taking people to go see, in terms of, yeah, full speed ahead, dude. The Roman Catholic Church has launched an inquiry after 2 nuns came back from their missionary trips pregnant. Ooh boy, we could have a long conversation about certain things, but we're not going to do that here today. We're going to move on so I don't lose my freaking mind. I'm only 19 and I pay for my own car insurance, bills, and have my own place. Y'all 20 plus still living off your parents. You live in Indiana. Your total cost per month is probably $2 and a sack of corn. Yeah? Try doing that in LA, or San Francisco, or Denver, or really any major city. The bitter almond tree was banned in America in 1995 because it's the highest source of B17, which prevents and treats cancer. Still trust your government? This isn't true at all. They aren't banned. The sale is regulated because they contain a fairly high level of cyanide. Also, please don't use George Carlin for your dip memes, okay? Don't attribute stuff to him that shouldn't be, at all. Sure, he would have been critical of the government, but he wouldn't have been this stupid in any of his arguments, for sure. Pretty sure no one else thinks that's what kinda salty means. I was walking through Target in the kids section when my daughter found this sweatshirt. Not knowing what it meant, she wanted to get it because of the color. I explained how it's inappropriate. Thanks to Target, I'm having to explain to a child, way too young, about phrases having to do with is. No thank you. I cut up my Target cards and will never take my kids to a store that grooms children. Damn. You're a goddamn moron, aren't you? You are insanely stupid. The weird, baseless garbage about what Target is and was selling is so insane. They're coming for LGBTQ+. They're trying to eradicate us. They know that's what they're doing, and they know they don't have to try and be honest about anything. They can say the wildest crap about us, and their base will have absolutely nothing to say in retort. They'll just go, yep, that's right. My girlfriend's rejection email. You can't make this up. Oh boy. All right, well, let's strap in here. Dear blank, we want to thank you for the time you've invested in our interview process for the legal corporate analyst position at blankety blank blank. On behalf of the whole hiring team, we appreciate it. Oh boy. We interviewed a lot of highly qualified candidates for this role, and while we were very impressed with your experience and qualifications, we've decided to move forward with another candidate. We understand this is not the reply you were hoping for. It was not an easy decision to make. Our team really enjoyed getting to know you. We really appreciate your say something personal about the candidate. What did you like about them? Why did we interview them? Do we want to consider them for future roles? I hope you'll stay in touch and No. I hope you don't consider me for future roles, because clearly I'm not a person to you. Goodbye. Not invited often, I guess. Question. My 17 daughter, who is homeschooled, is active in church, and professes to be a Christian, has a friend that is a lesbian. Her friend is graduating from public school this week and wants my daughter to attend. My daughter is thinking she needs to be there for her friend. My husband and I do not want her to attend, but it appears she will go. What do we do? You shut the f*** up and realize that your daughter's about to be an adult you don't get to control anymore. About a person canceling her Uber mid-ride so she doesn't have to pay the driver. Wait, what? She literally canceled the ride so he wouldn't get paid. That was an attempt at fraud. No, you can cancel the ride, that's fine and acceptable. Don't freaking drop the person off in a weird location, though. That person is still a customer. That's his fault for not noticing. Everyone's making up that she scammed him. Pardon me? What? Ooh, dude, don't you even? They deadass used Getty Images photo of a shark and cropped it onto their poster. The DCEU is a freaking joke. That's what stock photos are for. Did you think they actually photographed a dude chillin' with sharks? Oh my god, I love that so much. It's so embarrassing. What is the alternative? That they spend $1 million finding some sharks and photographing them themselves? No! They buy the stock images. Because that makes frickin' sense. Because someone already took photos of sharks for them. That's a win-win! Jesus, how long did she live to? Is she still alive? Let's see, born 1880, died 1968. 28 years. What? How did she write 35 books? 28 hours old she died. How you get 28? 1880, then minus 1968. 80 minus 60, wow, that's not how that works at all, my dude. What the hell? Scoop. The Wisconsin pharmacist, oh boy, believes the earth is flat and the sky is actually a shield put up by the government to prevent individuals from seeing God. Yeah, if you actually peel back the sky, God's massive galactic scale face just kind of appears. And, he's right. He's got a point. Who needs a survey? People no longer believe working hard will lead to a better life, survey shows. Yeah. That survey is like a tax write-off for some shitty company out there, I guarantee it. We did not need a survey to know that. What are you gonna do? Kill them? Kim Jong-un banned suicide after numbers skyrocketed. Yeah, that seems a little odd. I'm not sure how they're going to enforce that. Oh, he did it. Well, put a ticket on his body.